a father, a mother, a daughter, a son. The threads of their lives all raveling undone. Something is needed to twist them as tight as a string you may use when you're flying a kite. Chim chimney, chim chim, chiree chim chim.
Those little beats have got away from me for the last time.
And it gets stopped with the chisel and naughty and that's me, that's it!
I've said my things, Brill. I've done with this house forever.
Well, good riddance. Am I gonna somebody way out?
Where is she going? What on earth am I going to say to Mr. Banks?
What is all the commotion? Precision and order, that's all that I ask. The running of a household, a straightforward task. The children, the servants, are all your domain, as I remain the son of Cherry Tree Lane. Coat! When afraid, you've engaged 6 nannies in the last 4 months, and they've all been unqualified disasters. Nanny should govern, a nanny should rule. A nanny is a paragon who suffers no fool. Nanny, our children would gain by having such a nanny in Cherry Tree Lane. Briefcase, umbrella.
If only we could find someone like your old nanny.
A few women alive can manage Miss Andrews' certain substandards. Plus, we can never afford someone at her caliber. Now place an advertisement in the Times stating that Jane and Michael Banks would hire the best possible nanny at the lowest possible wage.
Father, we've written our own advertisement.
What on earth?
Please, George, I think we should hear it.
If you want this choice position, have a cheery disposition, rosy cheeks, no warts. That's the part I put in. Play games, all sorts. You must be kind, you must be witty, very sweet and fairly pretty.
Well, they're ridiculous.
George, please.
Take us on outings, give us treats. Sing songs, bring sweets. We won't hide your spectacles, as you can see. Potatoes in your bag, or pepper in your tea. Hurry, nanny, many thanks, sincerely. Jane and handsome Michael Banks.
That is quite enough Tommy rock for one day. Now would you take them to the nursery and let me get off to work?
They were only trying to help.
It won't help to make me late. Precision and order, that's all that I ask. The running of a household, a straightforward task. The children, the servants, are all your domain, as I remain the sovereign.
You remain the sovereign of Cherry Tree Lane.
Good morning.
Yes?
I've come to answer the advertisement.
What advertisement? We haven't placed any advertisement.
Now let me see. Play games, all sorts, which I most certainly can. Take us on outings and give us treats.
Advertisement.
Rosy cheeks and fairly pretty. There's no objection to that score, I hope.
Oh, not at all.
I'm glad to hear it.
Oh, but I'll take it up with Mrs. Banks. She manages all that side of things. Nothing domestic has anything to do with me. And don't forget references.
I make it rule never to give references.
Oh, I see.
As to the children now, thank you.
Oh, of course. You'll find they're very nice children. Now, this is,
Mary Poppins, Jane, don't stare, and Michael, close your mouth. We are not caught fish. Best foot forward, spot, spot. This way, this way.
Miss Brill, we have a new nanny.
She
must say, who's responsible for that?
Me. I like to keep things neat.
Do you indeed? Well, if there's one thing I appreciate, it's a child's word who I can depend on. Now, first things first. I always say a proper place to hang a hat is on a hat stand.
There's nothing in it. Mary Poppins, how did you know what we wanted in a nanny? Well, we made our list.
Your list? I'm not an item on the weekly shop, thank you very much.
Then how did you come then? It's like the wind just blew you here.
It did. Now stand over there. Just as I thought, a noisy, mischievous, troublesome little boy.
I don't believe you.
Now you, thoughtless, short-tempered, and untidy.
Mary Poppins, what's your measurement?
I'm practically perfect in every way.
Practically perfect.
So people say, each man too much late knows no bound. Each trait is great and pitifully sound. I'm practically perfect from head to toe. If I had a fault, it would never dare to show. I'm so practically perfect in every way. Now perhaps I have a few questions.
Not temperamental.
Never.
Not grouchy or grumpy.
I've ever thought.
Do you stay tender when it going gets tough?
Quite the
You
contrary.
read stories without a big fuss.
Or have objections to playing with us?
Some minor improvements may not go amiss, but at all times you must remember this. I like games, but I choose them.
That's not fair!
I didn't say it was fair, I said I was practically perfect, and here's my aim. By the time I leave here, you both will be the same. You will be practically perfect.
Tinkly perfect.
You will be practically perfect in every way. Best of bats, spots, spots.
Chim chim chiroo, I does what I likes, and I likes what I do. Today I'm a scriber, and as you can see, a scriber's an artist of highest degree, and it's all me own work from me own memory. Stay right where you are. I know that silhouette anywhere. Mary Poppins!
It's nice to see you, Beth.
He can't know you. You just arrived.
Oh, I wasn't born a minute before I walked into house, Michael Banks. Have you met these two, Beth?
I've seen him running about chasing a kite.
It's not a real kite.
So what are you up to?
Mary Poppins says it's a game. It's called a walk in the park.
Some game. I'd rather eat spinach.
Come along, Beth.
He can't come with us. He's too dirty. And plus, we don't even want to go to the stinky park anyway.
Oh, yes, you do. Because when you walk with Mary Poppins, you can go to places you never dreamed of. All that it takes is a spark. Then something, as plain as a park, becomes a wonderland. All you have to do is look anew. Then you'll understand. Why, it's a jolly all the day with Mary. Mary makes it so light.
Oh, really?
When the day is grey and ordinary, Mary makes the sun shine bright.
Oh,
happiness is blooming all around her. The daffodils are smiling at the dawn. When Mary holds your hand, you feel so grand. Your heart starts beating like a big brass band.
Such a brass for all of us.
Oh, it's a jolly holiday with Mary. No wonder that it's Mary that we love. Come along, you two.
Boring, just like other nannies singing. Parks are good for us. It's just statue ducks and grannies. I don't understand all the fuss. Is she doing it to spite us? We could lose her for a lot. Perhaps it's all a plot. I tell you what, she seems so different, but I bet she's not. There is nothing to excite us in the park. What was that?
You're quite wrong, you know. If you take a walk with Mary, anything can happen.
Who are you?
I'm Cornelius, and I've waited half a century to take a walk on a sunny day like this. Each man out with his dog will stand a guard to see a statue take a gentle jog. Oh, it's a jolly holiday with Mary. No wonder that it's Mary that we love. Oh, let's go for a jaunty sight of Mary. God, so loud to make a mark. Wednesday's right on, all of us were born to take a prime run in the park. Oh, and this is all around. Chance of features, off we do the smiling at the cloud. When Mary holds her hand, you feel so grand. Your heart starts beating like a big brass band. Oh, it's a jolly holiday with Mary. No wonder that it's Mary that we love. No wonder that it's Mary that we love.
Jane, did that really just happen?
Yes, but how? Mary Poppins, of course.
But how did she make it happen?
Anything can happen if you let it.
Jane and Michael want to say goodnight.
Tell them you've given me the message.
George, please.
Oh, Daddy, we had the most fantastic day. We sang with buskers and danced with a statue. You wouldn't have approved, but...
Then why did you do it?
Daddy, can I get a proper kite?
Could you fly it?
You could always teach me.
Then when would I have the time to do that? Then would you please let me get back to business? Good night.
Poor Michael. All he cares about is flying kites.
I used to love flying kites at his age, but my nanny, Miss Andrew, soon frightened it out of me.
Is it out of the question to do without a nanny?
Don't be absurd. All the best people have nannies, so the wives can do charity work and entertain. Wait, which reminds me, how exactly is your tea party coming along?
I'm not sure. It seems so odd sending invitations to people I hardly know.
Well, they're people you should know. Remember, by ye friends shall ye be judged.
But that's the point. They're not my friends.
Winifred, dearest, I'm only thinking of you. Are you going to say anything to Mary Poppins this afternoon?
I don't think so.
Very well. Then make sure she's doing things our ways and not hers.
Winds do change, tides can turn, sink or swim, see what you learn. Me, I was told when I was small, just learn a trade, so I learned them all. Chim chimney, chim chim tree.
Down the oven then, and 2 bolts to the ice. I'll tell you that matter.
Are you quite sure you know how to ice it?
Quite sure. And in case you're worried, I was not extinct by the first motel on income.
I'll just go up and check the drawing room then.
Miss Brill, I'd like to be hopeful.
I'd like to be rich, but just they thought otherwise.
She in the drawing room. She said you could tell Robson what to do.
Does she indeed?
Miss Brill, I don't mind. Ernest.
All right, I'll give you 1 task, and 1 task only. Put the icing tools next to the cake. Do you think you can manage that?
Is that it?
For you, yes. For me, no. I swear, a slave in ancient Rome was on a pelagic cruise, compared to my life and this house.
Michael, why don't we make the icing?
Because we don't know how.
Don't be so feeble. Of course we do. Give me the eggs and flour.
Are there eggs in icing?
They're on mine. Robert's neighbor made the cake.
Go up and get ready now.
What have you done? Robert and I. Oh dear, shake on the
I don't think that will be necessary, ma'am.
Children, you know how important this party is to me. You've done some very nasty medicine. Just you wait till bedtime.
Oh, I don't think that we should wait till then, ma'am. Why don't we go up and get changed? We'll corrupt, won't we?
Must we? Can't Robertson do it when he wakes up? He is our servant.
With that attitude, you have many servants, for you're very old. Besides, with every job that must be done, there's an element of fun. You'll find the fun in snap. The job's a game, and every task you undertake becomes a piece of cake. A lark, a spree, it's very clear to see that a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. The medicine go down. The medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in the most delightful way. My point exactly. The nectar from the flowers to the crown, never tired of ever buzzing to and fro. Because they take a little nip from every flower that they
ma'am. Apparently these came in this morning. And Robert said I forgot to give them to you! Their apologies, ma'am, from your guests. They don't come in none of them.
In a most delightful way.
Where are we going today?
I thought we could play our next game.
What game?
A visit to the bank.
Did Daddy approve? If he did, then you must have put that idea into his head somehow.
What an important thing to say. Me, putting ideas into other people's heads. Really?
In order, caulking a wheel, opening a ledger, closing a deal, prudent investments, financial sense, appropriate sunshine, pound shillings and pence. Good morning, Mr. Chairman.
Decision?
I believe so, sir.
Good, be sure it's the right one then.
In every transaction, credit or debt, sheets are well balanced, targets are met. Thanks. What objections can you have? My security is more than adequate. Latin America is an expanding market. Have you no courage?
I believe you, but what exactly is your final product?
What do you think? Money, of course.
Yes, money, but making money out of money, is that enough?
Are you mad enough to be a banker? Chorus. Sheets are error. Business is brisk. Have you come to your decision, Mr. Banks? There's a whole ton of good people whose future depends on you.
I know that.
Give us this chance. The factory could be running in weeks before the year's up. Please, Mr. Banks, I've given everything I've got.
How would I know the money would be safe?
What about my workforce? They'll keep it safe. My men have dreams to earn honest living. A wife and kids, a home to call their own. If you invest in us today, which pays the way, I promise to repay the loan.
I'm sorry, Mr. Northbrook, but I'm afraid my answer is... What on earth are you doing here? Can't you see I'm busy?
No, we're done, and no man should be busy enough for his own children. Hello there, young man. What are you here for? Are you here for some money as well?
Hardly. What they need money for anyway?
Well, it's never too early to learn its value.
value of this? 6pence.
No, that's its worth. Its value is how you spend it. If you spend it wisely, you'll get good luck.
And what do we say to Miss Northbrook?
Thank you. I'll wait outside.
When I was a boy, I've never dared interrupt my father.
Daddy, were you ever a little boy?
Oh, of course. But my nanny, Miss Andrew, kept me out of my father's way.
What about your mother?
I think I see either them more than once a week.
So, who kissed you goodnight? Miss Andrew?
Certainly not. There was no time for hugs and kisses and all that nonsense.
Poor Daddy.
Daddy, when you invested the bank's money, are you looking for a good man or a good idea?
I suppose I should say good idea, but a good man is much more rare and much more valuable.
Come along, children. Stairs.
I've considered your arguments, but I'm afraid my answer is no.
So you don't recognize a good idea?
Probably not, but I recognize a good man when I see one.
You will regret this here, Banks.
A man with dreams that life hasn't broken. A man with hopes and missions to fulfill. A man you're certain at first glance deserves a chance. And when exactly can we get the new factory to open?
Thank you, sir. You won't regret this.
Early each day to the steps of St. Paul's, the little old bird woman comes in her own special way to the people she calls. Feed the birds, that's what she cries, while overhead her birds fill the skies. Here, one back, please. Right out the cathedral, the saints and the apostles look down as she sails her wares. Although you can't see them, you know they are smiling each time someone shows that they care. Though words are simple and few, listen, listen, she's calling to you.
Feed the birds, tuppence a bag, tuppence, tuppence, tuppence a bag.
It's nice to see you, Bet.
Hello, Mary. Hello, kids.
Hello.
We're off to Mrs. Corey's talking shop. Care to join us?
Talking shop.
Who's Mrs. Corey?
Who's Mrs. Corey? Mrs. Corey is older than anyone else in the world. She talked to William before he went conquering, to Vlad before he went impaling, and to Alexander before he weren't so great.
That's impossible.
Anything can happen if you let it.
Well, if it isn't Mary Poppins with Jane and Michael Banks. And how's poor little Georgie? George Banks, your father, he used to give his nannies a slip and cut my Sharpie in secret. I used to love my gingerbread stars. Now, Mary Poppins, what can I do for you?
Well, I did want it out of conversation.
I've run out of conversations. Run out of words too. Oh, but I do have some letters.
Now let me see. What words can we make?
Your toplets?
Those don't count. You guys made them up.
And where do you think words came from in the first place? Somebody had to make them up.
You know, we can always use one letter more than once. Now let me see. Super, cali, fragile, istic, expialidocious. Of course, it's a word. Unless I'm very much mistaken, I think it's a rather useful one. We're trying to express oneself, which frankly quite sad. To lead the lengthy lexicons to find the perfect words. A little spontaneity keeps conversation keen. You need to find a way to say precisely what you mean. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious, if you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Stone Age men were chatting, simply grunting words in voice.
Oh, if they heard this word, they might have used it once or twice.
I'm sure the Roman had found an entity of this, because those Latin scholars never had a word like this.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
If you say it softly, that can be hypnosis.
Check your breath before you speak in case it's halitosis. Yuck! Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Umpty-lily-lumpty-lie, 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 umpty-lily-lumpty-lie.
you home so early? Is everything all right?
No, everything is all wrong. After I refused to loan the money to some German chap, he went to our chief rivals and it seemed to be a gold mine.
Well, they can't expect you to get it right every time.
That's exactly what they expect.
Oh, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud
That
enough.
is more than loud enough. Go to your room. Mary Poppins, you are here to teach the children manners, and just look at them.
George, you're tired. Mary Poppins, perhaps you can keep the children occupied in the nursery tonight?
That's not fair. Daddy loses his temper and we're shut up in the nursery. Daddy's mean and rotten and I hate him.
Jane, take that back this instant. I will not have you criticize your father. Take the children upstairs, please, Mary Poppins. George, if you have troubles, I'd like to share them.
Don't worry, you will. I've been suspended without salary until they decide what to do with me.
Twists and turns, ups and downs. One moment smiles, next moment frowns. But bad-tempered faces had better change quick. 'Cause if the wind changes, face might just stick. Chim chimney chim chim, chiree chim chim.
Mothers are supposed to look after children, not yell at them all the time.
Yes, but have you asked yourself who looks after the fathers when things go wrong?
The mother, I suppose?
Not the children.
Wouldn't that rather be upside down?
Sometimes family's upside down. For a while, anyway.
I don't want to be an upside down family. I wish I could just run away.
Then why don't you?
You'd miss me.
No, I wouldn't.
Yes, you would.
Now that's enough. Into bed.
Oh, Mary Poppins, I wish you'd just leave us alone.
Be careful for things that you wish for.
I hate your stupid games and phrases.
Michael Bates, govern your temper, or your temper will govern you. Now into bed at once.
You can't make me.
In that are so many things.
Your information.
Is faulty. Playing the game, having a ball. Those who won't play, shan't play at all. Will we meet again? Maybe when they've learned to play the game.
Up where the smoke is all billowed and curled, between pavement and stars is the chimney sweep's world, where there's hardly no day, no hardly no night. There's things off and shadows.